shitty intro. I tried to recreate the Drive Club getting in the vehicle kind of feel, but there's only so much I can do with a cell phone. But anyway, the discussion today is going to be about the Xbox One and PS4 versions of Assassin's Creed Unity. People are complaining that the Xbox One has ruined the game for them if they're on PS4, because the Xbox One version and the PS4 version are now locked away at 30 frames a second and 900p. The difference between 900p and 1080p is almost indifferable. Like, there's a few lines of anti-aliasing that you'll notice on 1080p are crisper, but on 900p they're a little bit like blurry, they're a little fuzzy. So it's not that big of a difference, it's not that big of a deal. Now, the other thing that I don't like is the fact that Ubisoft came out and they tried to defend 30 frames a second. You can't sit there and try to tell me that a game at 30 frames a second is just as good as one at 60. It just doesn't, you can't do that. It doesn't work that way. I played Metro Last Light and Metro 2033 on the 360, and I enjoyed them, but I have them now on the PS4, and they're running at 1080p, 60 FPS, and they feel like a completely different game. It almost hurts my eyes, but it's ridiculously pretty. And you're going to come out there and tell me that, 30 is good because movies are 23 frames per second. I don't care. I'm not playing a movie. I'm playing a video game that needs to have sufficient frames per second to capture everything on the screen. I don't want none of that screen-splitting bullshit. You know what I'm saying? This goes into the argument that's going on of people saying that the Xbox One has ruined the game. Like, I already said that, damn. It ruined the game, but it didn't really. You have to look at it from a technical standpoint, where there's going to be thousands of NPCs on the screen at one time. You've seen that in the trailer. There's literally thousands, not to mention fully rendered interiors and exteriors of buildings to run on this current generation hardware, which is the PS4's 8-core processor and the Xbox One's 8-core processor. The only difference being is that the PS4's core processors, can't speak today. Hello, English, do you speak it? No, apparently I don't. The only difference is that the PS4's cores are coded a little bit better, so they run a little bit slower than the Xbox One, believe it or not. But they do more. They do more math per second than the Xbox One does, and that's where it comes into, the PS4 being a little bit better than the Xbox One. So, to wrap that part of this episode up, I personally don't believe that Assassin's Creed Unity has been ruined by the Xbox One, because what I believe is going to happen is I think that they're going to just release a day one patch for the PS4 that makes it 1080p, and they're going to go for 60 frames, and if they can't do 60 frames, they'll just take the buffer of 30 off because of the public outcry that has happened because of this. You guys can let me know what you think. Comments down below, because these are now being posted on YouTube. Let's see here. The second thing I wanted to go into, those of you who may be wondering why my profile picture has been changed to some face that's like, or something like that along those lines, it's because I posted a thing the other day saying if you could guess my favorite band or music group, that I would change it for a week to whatever you wanted me to, and this kid, Andrew Field, actually won it and made it that, and I thought that was pretty hilarious. Yes, you're a retard. Trust me, I know. I really know. Getting back to what I was going to say is, people have been attacking one of my friends, Cobalt, on Facebook recently. She's had both of her accounts shut down, and I'm not sure what happened to her Green Fox Fursuits page, but, and because FA is down, the only real way I have to contact her now is through her personal email, and that's no fun. Who reads their email anymore? I mean, really. But what happened was, I don't know if she pissed somebody off or what, but they decided to report her account for a fake name, and then she changed her name, to her real name, but left the word Cobalt in there so people knew that Taylor Jennings was actually Cobalt, the fursuit maker, not just some random person that got on somebody's friends list. That's fine and dandy, but I don't see the point. If she wants to post something, if anyone wants to post something, it's their account. You're not there to say, you can't post that, you can't say that. What are you? The fucking Nazi Germany now all of a sudden? Like, are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna sit here and say, oh, you can't say that, I'm offended. Once again, this goes back to, like, my first video. It's the fucking internet. If you're easily offended, get the fuck out. You don't have to have internet. You can have television and phone if you want to live in the fucking Stone Ages. Alright? Like, fucking, really, just, like, grow up, put on your big boy pants, and get the fuck over it. This is Miles Hyena. Peace the fuck